Day where Aprilia finally get their first podium in the modern force.
The German Grand Prix is underway and it's a rocket start there on the outside for Zarco, but Quartararo's coming through. It might well be Aleix Espargaro, and Marquez has got at the inside line as well. He's up to second.
Marquez robs Quartararo second place. The dream start then from the front row for Aprilia's Aleix Espargaro. Quartararo back in fourth already. Zarco third.
The Aprilia of Aleix Espargaro leads then through turns 3 and turn 4. Excellent start from him. Quartararo pushed back to fourth. The two Frenchmen then third and fourth ahead of Miller and Miguel Oliveira in sixth.
Quickly here. He loves to be leading in the Sachsenring. It's a place, trying to get away through on Fabio got a MotoGP bike, and it's Aleix Espargaro on the Aprilia that leads down the hill into turn 12 for the first time.
Zarco thought about a move. He wasn't close enough on Marc Márquez. Inside, he's not close enough into turn 13 in the background. Oh, he is. He's having a lunge, Mark.
It's a familiar sight at the Sachsenring. Marc Márquez on the 93 Repsol Honda leading the way, having a real good joust there with Jack Miller. Quartararo pinches.
Miguel Oliveira just struggling to get going in the early stages of this. He's sixth, he's got it. His team go out, all out attack, and if you're comfortable with mixed conditions, that's what you need to do. Here comes Miguel Oliveira. He's going to have a look, but he's not quite close enough to get through.
Holds up that advantage. He's perfectly placed, then made the call. He's been so good. Fifth place.
Yeah, Zarco clearly not comfortable with the rain falling in this early stage. You're still out front. It's now 1.6 seconds.
Marquez, Zarco and Quartararo. Well, sorry, they were getting Marc Márquez's spare bike ready, weren't they? Yeah, I thought initially there, Paul Espargaro had retired, but no, it's not. They're just readying for Marc Márquez in a flag-to-flag scenario. Marquez does not care one jot about the championship. He's not a contender. It's a big risk. These two men, they know that a mistake now could be really costly.
Here he comes up the inside.
Nice. Yeah.
He's been lining that one up. The dress rehearsal came the lap before. Mount Miguel is coming again. Second in Italy, first in Catalonia. He's now up to second again.
1.8 seconds is Marquez's advantage over Oliveira as we start lap number 12.
It's a lot. Championship, but they would lose ground.
Marquez, it was 1.9 through sector 1 on this 12th lap. It's through sector 2. Actually, Oliveira's just found a smidgen of time back. It's down to 1.
See, the trouble is, if these guys do just go out there and burn up the tyres thinking it's going to rain, and then they might face even more trouble in the latter stages of this Grand Prix, trying to miss in the tyres. But let's see how.
Out of nowhere, Marquez's little push from lap 7 or 8 onwards, it's dumped Quartararo and Zarco almost 3 seconds tension. Oliveira's just set the fastest lap of the race. He's down to a 1:22.0
in this one. Here is Miguel Oliveira, then a 22.025. Now we know from yesterday that Miguel is more than capable of delivering 21s for fun. Is one coming here?
Yeah, the question mark, significant drop-off will be with both front corners on the left-hand side.
Everyone.
He finds another 10th on Marquez.
They've been playing down their chances this weekend. HRC himself. The nerves will be jangling now. I wonder how he's feeling now. Get the heart rate monitor on him. Keeping a keen eye on proceedings. Pit buyer, KTM Motorsport Director.
Two men that are in the 121s. Miller 22.063, which was 0.3 slower than Oliveira. There's a bit of product placement there as well from
Oliveira at the moment second, Binder in 7th place for the Red Bull KTM. But 8 the gap between Marquez and Oliveira in second. It's still Miller in third and behind him, and Zarco 6th.
He responds to Oliveira's fastest lap with his own, a 1:21.772. Miller and Aleix Espargaro and Fabio Quartararo mighty close. They were all doing 22 flat. Oliveira responds again. These two just keep exchanging fastest laps of this Grand Prix, and again they are the only two men that can do 1:21s. Oliveira, every time he fires in his career, it started with Suzuki in 2015. In fact, Marquez is much the stronger in the first 2 sectors. That's where he's able to take those crucial couple of tenths out of Oliveira, and then Oliveira takes all the time back in sectors 3 and 4. Those fast left-handers, maybe the KTM at the moment, has just got that little bit of better edge grip.
Alberto Puig, round of applause. It's another 21.8 from Marquez, a 21.9 this time from Miguel Oliveira. Quartararo.
A plan to get on par with Miller and then work out a plan to pass him as well and secure what would be a really strong podium for Quartararo.
It's come down to 1.6.
For that heavy traffic in qualifying yesterday, if he'd have been on the front row, if spots and maybes, hindsight a wonderful thing, but Bagnaia would be in this fight.
Fortunately for him, it's not going to be a podium. The Italian with 11 laps to go. He might still get something on offer though. There's a big group of riders up ahead of him.
5 laps in a row now where Oliveira's nibbled time away from Marc Márquez back into contention.
Well, in the meantime, out front, Marc Márquez is 9 laps away from winning, but the gap again is another 10th gone. It's going to be some late pressure here from the man who won last time out in Catalan.
It's coming.
It's normally the Jaws music the other way round. Yeah. If you see +1 Marquez, you start worrying. Today, though, Marquez has got to try and keep his cool because this Portuguese man with so much confidence flowing, has he just gone in a bit hot? First mistake in the race from Marc Márquez there to look at the moment. It's a second through sector 3, so it's going to be under a second, you'd feel, over the line.
Class in 1982, winless since Marquez's triumph in Valencia 2019. The gap just a whisker over a second.
Right now, that's not going to be enough. He's going to have to find more than a 10th a lap. Marquez is doing a great job under pressure here, given everything that's gone on over the last year.
See Marquez on the gas through turn 6 and then down the hill through turn 7. Use that medium rear tyre. It's the man of the era. On the approach to turn 13, Santi Hernandez there, which continuing to egg his man on. It's under a second. It is under a second. 9/10 then splits Mark. He's gone slightly wide as well. Yeah, will that prick the ears up? And then 4 laps to go. Marquez just to keep that 9/10, 1 second buffer. Oliveira has thrown absolutely everything at us into some kind of mistake. There are journalists at the moment in the media centre and around the world typing up the biggest cut, all of that. Well, there's been some great motorcycling comebacks. You think of Mick doing in 1992 his horrible legging 300 winner last weekend after such a serious battle. And there'll only be 3 laps to go when we cross the line next time. Yeah, we'll keep a very close eye on Pit Byra. Yeah, Marquez, 1.2 seconds. Of course, we were thinking about how Marquez was on the... He has been through. Alberto Puig looking on. And still, the king of the ring, Marc Márquez! Puig as well. Remarkable. Honda were in their worst losing streak since returning to MotoGP. Moment for Marc Márquez. Can you believe it? You can see it.
Great sportsmanship there between Oliveira and Marquez. Likewise between Marquez and Fabio Quartararo. Oliveira will be able to go to bed tonight and think, well, I did everything. I can be proud of my performance because I could not have done anything more to try have ended Marc Márquez's reign as the king of the Sachsenring.
And let's not forget Oliveira, his form at the moment is imperious. Yeah, second, first, second now for him. 3 podiums on the trot.
Because this man is here to stay at the front of MotoGP races as well. 3 podiums in succession, having the honours as well. Again, 5th career podium for Oliveira in MotoGP.